coming at you guys with another video. And this is a common topic. Everybody's seeing it right now. We're in this global pandemic together. And the one thing that we can truly do to help everybody around us, our communities, is to try to be more unified.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And try to, ease the violence and ease all these things in the world. We need to kind of just draw back.
Yeah.
And just look at how we're treating each other. That's the only way we can elevate and get better. We need to work together. We need to all come together,
We need to be unified.
We need to be unified. And that starts in your communities. A lot of things is going on right now. COVID-19. We all dealing with this. And look at
the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, you got people. You got people out here looting. You got people out here, killing people. That's just terrible. This is a whole lot of everything going on. It's the worst of everything. You're trapped at home.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't have all the different things that we could do accessible to us. You know what I mean? Going out in large gatherings. And even now, even though we're in the summertime now, it's not even still the time for all these large gatherings and getting togethers because we're not out the waterworks yet. And if you're like us and you're living in the United States, the United States is rising in cases while other places in the world are getting better. And
yeah, where we're from, it's been decreasing, like in New York, but Florida, somewhere down there in the south, it's just been spiking up again, and it's just, we don't know when this is gonna end, so we gotta really be careful, what I'm saying, with the going out and, not wearing your masks and stuff like that.
Yeah, everyone has to definitely be careful with that, and we all we all have to just work together. It's not that hard, you know what I mean? I think it's gotten better, but it hasn't gotten better yet, because when it's better is when thousands of people are not dying, and and we get the number down to 0, so it's not good, and I'm quite frankly tired of having to wear a mask, but I know I should wear one. I should wear one because it's what we're supposed to do, but now to even flip the topic and talk about Black Lives Matter, and in this movement and all the things that's going on, it's just particularly very crazy to me. While we're in the midst of a pandemic, that so many Black lives are just getting slaughtered by the hands of police. It's just astounding to me, but it's not surprising to me. I remember a few months back, New York, it was just a lot of things going on in New York. They were just but it was just, in the before we even hit the second wave, there were still people out, and that was the problem. People who were still going out and acting crazy, you know what I'm saying? Which was a problem and kind of contributed to the reason why things were the way they were. But then I also feel in the beginning, a lot of people didn't even know that this was happening, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it all happened all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's crazy how this started somewhere last year, November?
That's what he said. That's what some people say. It started way somewhere end of last year, and then come now February, when things started to begin to be prevalent in China. The data that we got in New York City by Governor Cuomo was that 3 million people came from Europe over here, and and it spread out. So that's the reason why it became a pandemic over here, rather than it being an epidemic, say if it was in New York alone. You know what I mean? But that will never be the case when it comes to viruses. You know what I mean? This virus is something to take serious because it falls under that kind of It's not it's not in the influenza category, but it's still in that common cold category where it can still spread like influenza, like swine flu and things like that. And now, even there's another virus that is like the swine flu that is more devastating than the swine flu, called the G virus, that they're finding in pigs now. You know what I mean? So, we used to see celebrities like Michael Jackson, walking around with masks on all the time. And, you just wonder why. People call him crazy, but then if you know the things that go on in the world, and then like air droplets, you just being next to somebody, it's things that you wouldn't even consider or even think about.
Yeah.
And we live in New York, and I'm not a guy I don't take the train, but like you think about, like you take the train, packed trains, New York City.
Always jam-packed.
Jam-packed, rush hour times. People are like balls to balls, booty to booty, titty to titty, everything.
They
everything.
will immediately
Everything
think
touches.
titties and baths.
Just there's
and
no personal space.
None.
And so in an instance like that, if someone traveled from somewhere else and they had a cold, but I want to go to New York, I want to go to New York, I want to see the lights, we're just so selfish, and that's just all over the world. Because if we all could just hone in to just one thing, then we would be good. This was just sometimes like global crises show you how humanity will be, and right now all that it shows you is that we're doomed, because
and that a lot of us are selfish.
And it's not in the grand scheme of everything. They always they're saying that a few bad apples are I forgot how the saying goes.
Yeah, something about some
But
symmetry or something.
It's basically saying a few bad apples don't represent the whole or whatever.
Right.
I think that's how it goes.
Something like that.
I think it's something like that. But if the world can't come together, we all live on different parts of this globe. If we all can't come together and be united, we doomed. And that's the cruel reality of the situation at hand. And every day is not promised. Anyone who's watching, just make sure you tell your loved ones you love them every day.
And give thanks. Always give thanks for waking up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Because we never know.
You never know. You could pass in your sleep. Natural, I guess. They will say that's a natural death. But at the end of the day, see, you can die in your sleep. You know what I mean? Even anytime that you go outside. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be by someone shooting you. It could be by somebody. You're more likely to get hit by a car than get shot. That's for everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And getting hit by a car could be life threatening, and you getting hit by a car could leave you paralyzed for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? We're so fragile, our bodies. You know what I mean? We could gain so much mass and get strong, but it takes so little for us to get destroyed.
Yes.
And that is just crazy. We all just gotta come together. You know what I mean? Even in the case of like the police brutalities and all the shootings, all cops aren't bad. You know what I mean? If something crazy happens, you're gonna call the cops. You know what I mean? Who else is to call?
Yeah, automatically.
But this starts at the leadership. You know what I mean? Leadership has to take a stand and walk with the people. Stand for change. Because in order for it to be changed, those in power need to show the people that we are here with you.
And we care.
You know what I mean? That's the only way. That is the only way. There are black and brown and light-skinned, Latino, Asian. There's every race, every nationality in Congress. There's enough diversity in Congress that we all should be able to understand that there's an issue right now and there's a crisis right now that we need to tend to. You know what I mean? We have congressmen that are so selfish. They're taking breaks while the American people are suffering. American people are losing their, losing their homes. American people are going hungry. You know what I mean? Everything is being affected all at once. All at once. You know what I mean? And, and this time, it's great that we have social media to see what's going on in the world, but it's also great that we have technology to be able to still be able to enlighten ourselves about the climate in the world and be able to educate ourselves with wisdom also with different things we may have not been able to know. Like some people, I know people that live in the library, but look at the services that we have now that we can just go, it's just a click of a button, we can go get the information that we need. So technology is a great advancement. But we have to all lock in and hone in and unite, and it's just so tough. It's so tough. And the one thing that you can do that can help the world is to always be a beacon of positivity to anyone that you come across. And it's not like, oh, every day I'm going to be giggity. You're not gonna.
Not every day you're gonna want to say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?"
No, but be respectful. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference from not wanting to talk to nobody, but being respectful. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to always be in the mood. Nobody ever is all in the mood, but all because you're not in the mood that you're gonna be an asshole.
Right.
No,
that could also affect the other person because you don't know what that person is going through also. So try not to be selfish.
Yeah, energy isn't contagious. We all and we all about good vibes over here on this channel. Good vibes on everything, you feel me? And you gotta have that for yourself. And you wanna always keep that. We all different. We all from different shapes and sizes, but we're all human beings. We all, don't matter the shade. It's about who you are on the inside. Because ultimately, that's what it is. At the end of the day, you take this shell off, this skin off, we all kind of look a little bit alike. It would just probably be all big boned, small boned, all this. You know what I'm saying? What if we didn't have layers of skin? You know what I'm saying? And we all look like, you wonder why, I start to look at how aliens are. Because why are aliens all so united? They make it seem like they're all united. They all look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all look the same. You couldn't tell one apart from another.
Right.
So what if we couldn't tell one apart from each other? Would we treat each other better? Probably not. It's our nature. We're destructive. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, in a technological way, we could give back so much to the earth and heal it, but we actually just killing it. So in the environmental way, we're killing the earth on the outside. We're killing the earth on the ground. We're killing the earth in every facet that the earth, that in the way that it exists. The ozone, you know what I mean? The very ground that we're on, the very water that we drink, the very water that we swim in, the very water that we get our food from. You know what I mean? And that's the main source. So, with all that being said, with everything that we already spoken about, it just make sure you guys stay healthy. Make sure you guys show love, show compassion for your neighbors. Just try to be a beacon of love and positivity as best as you can.
Definitely.
As best as you can. That's all you can do. Show love. Show love to who's giving it back to you and who respects you. You have enough respect for the person that you see just because they are a person, not because that they are a color. I don't look at somebody and be like, okay, they're black and I respect and I don't respect them, or he's white and I don't respect them, and he's Asian and I don't respect him. I respect you on the simplest level. You're human.
Right. And that's all that really matters.
You breathe like me. You know what I'm saying? You get sick like me. You may not be my blood relative, but you're a human like me.
Right. We all die the same.
We all die. When you die, we go to the same doctor and they say we have the same darn issue. We have a lot more alike. And on a scientific level, we all have something very alike to one another. But it's very little things that make us different when we fall in line of like your family heritage and things like that. But then those are so little. You know what I'm saying? So just spread that love, spread that positivity, stay safe, guys. Sprinkle that love, man. You know, and you can always come back here if you need that love and that motivation, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good content coming that's rolling. Just stay tuned because we got a lot coming for you guys. But we thank you, and anybody who's been watching us right now, stay safe. And take it easy, take it easy, take it easy.